Hey folks, Easy Rider here. Welcome to my next video. Today I want to tell you about my new to me 2011 BMW F650 GS. If that interests you, then stay with me. And thanks for staying with me. Today is, December 26th, day after Christmas. In Ohio, northern Ohio. Check this out, man. I'm in shirt sleeves. I rode yesterday, I rode today. Temperatures are right around the 60s. Pretty damn good for Ohio. Anyway, I want to talk to you about my new to me GS650. I bought it about, I think it was at the end of August, the end of the summer. A buddy of mine just happened to need money and kind of gave me a really good deal on it. I actually was trying to find myself a KLR 650. I really wanted a 650, and anyway, this thing came up, and I'm kind of glad that I got this. I mean, this used one kind of costs almost as much as a new KLR 650, but a BMW is more of a premium bike, than a Kawasaki. Anyway, let me turn the camera around and I'll explain, what the bike is and why I bought it. So there it is. This is my 2011 GS650. And the reason why I bought it is I have a 2019 Africa Twin sitting right there, which is a primo off-road bike, man. I mean, it's pretty much the unicorn of off-road motorcycles, DCT. What makes it not the unicorn, though, is the weight thing, with those bars and bags and stuff. It's just under 600 pounds, It's a great bike for off-road, but, I won't go into crazy places with it by myself because it's just too heavy to pick up. So what I kind of wanted, like I mentioned, was a KLR 650, something that I could take, solo on a BDR, Trans-America Trail kind of ride and, not be intimidated with, a heavy weight. And this bike right here, I'm going to tell you the pros and cons in a minute. Doesn't weigh, to me, doesn't weigh anything. And so, yeah, let me just walk you around the bike real quick. This one came with the Expando luggage. It's okay. Nothing spectacular, but wow, a bug just flew by. Imagine that in December. Anyway, there's the inside of the case. There's one on each side. They're about the same size. This is a single cylinder 650cc bike, water cooled. Just like a KLR 650, except BMW is a premium brand, so you expect to get premium stuff on it. It's like right here you have, the adjustable rear shock. I don't believe the front has any adjustment on it. The build quality is a lot better than, a Japanese bike, even though, the KLRs, the Japanese bike are really reliable and stuff, and so is this. But one thing I really like about this bike, and I should wait for the pros, but anyway, one thing I really like about this, and, I have my share of BMWs, is just how simple it is to work on everything on this bike. I mean, I always joke this couldn't have been designed by a BMW engineer. Just everything's just so simple to get at. Just to take this whole instrument panel off, there's one screw down there, right where I'm pointing. One screw and the whole thing pops out. And then you can get at the headlight. Real easy to change the bulbs. Everything here is just super simple to get to and to work on. So yeah, it's kind of pretty cool. Anyway, let me go over some pros and some cons so that kind of get an idea of, what you're getting on a bike like this. And the first pro I got is it's lightweight. This one weighs 421 pounds. That's 191 kilograms. And like I said, compared to the Honda over there, which, kitted out the way I have it right now, is probably 590 pounds, 80 pounds, which doesn't sound like a whole lot more, but it's a whole lot more. Supposedly it's a 30, I think it comes in as a 33-inch seat height. I don't believe that. I'm 5'10", I got a 30-inch inseam, and I'm flat-footed and bent knees when I'm sitting on it. But I have the shocks down real low too. Oh yeah, the bike's a little filthy. I kind of went dirt riding with it yesterday. I should get off my butt and clean it. Another pro is the fuel tanks, 4.6 gallons, 17.31 liters, and the son of a gun, man, gets like 70 miles to the gallon, man. I mean, the way I ride, I don't ride like a maniac, and so yeah, you can go a long ways. Normally about 200 something. I'm looking for gas, and so really good. Like I said, it's a single cylinder, but a lot of people think it's a twin because it's got two mufflers on the back. This muffler right here, the left side, is a fake muffler. The exhaust actually comes into it. It's hard to see with this camera and it's kind of dark in here, but then there's a pipe that goes over to the real muffler on this side. So yeah, it's a single cylinder. I think they eventually did come up with a twin cylinder, but this one's a single cylinder. When it comes to power, yeah, it's a thumper. It's got one jug right there, one cylinder, but it's 48 horsepower, and I mean it's not gonna like break your neck when you get on the throttle on it, but it's got more than enough power to overtake. I ride in Ohio, and speed limits on the back roads are 55. So if I need to get around somebody, just wail on the throttle and I go around them, man. Pretty damn good bike. And then it's really good on the road. I've got a lady friend of mine who has the same, I think a year or two older version, and she's ridden all over the country on it. You can ride on the highways with these, 70, 80 mile an hour. It's got a top speed of 105. I don't know if you'd want to do it on this bike, but if you wanted to ride the highways, you could do it. It's not my idea of fun, but this bike will run 70 mile an hour all day long down the road with really not a whole lot of vibrations. Yeah, you get a little bit, but not a whole lot. So what are the cons on this bike? Well, when I first got this bike, I had the stock foot pegs on it, and they are ridiculous. Oh my God, they are so small. I don't know if they made them for little pixies or what they were thinking of. I got these things off of eBay. They were for GS1200, so they didn't quite fit, and I ended up came with two bolts that you had to bolt from underneath, but those bolts wouldn't stay, and it's only aluminum, and I knew it wouldn't be long before they stripped, and of course they stripped, and so I just drilled them out and put longer bolts down through the top of it. It's kind of cool. Adds a couple more little sturdy things on it, but that made a big difference on this bike. Yeah, the foot pegs are like ridiculous. The other weird thing about this bike too is the kickstand. I don't know if you could see it in this picture, but this bike leans way over on the side stand or the kickstand. I thought when I got the bike, I was like, oh, my kickstand must have bent, or the tab that holds it on must have bent. But I've seen other guys' 650s, and yeah, that's the way they are. And anyway, it's kind of weird. Other than that, it's a great bike. Some of the things I put on it are these Barkbuster handguards. They actually came off my old R9T Scrambler I had, and they're not really made for this bike, but I just wanted something to keep, normally real cold around here, keep the cold off me. Fortunately, they hit my windshield, so it kind of killed some of my turning radius on this bike. So I'm gonna get ones that actually fit. I'm not sure if it's because the guy before me put this big windshield on it that it does that, or I'm not sure. But hate to get rid of that windshield, because going down the road, it really blocks a lot of the wind, and it's not a particularly noisy bike to ride. And you could tell this, with the brake lever hanging under there, it wasn't really quite made for this bike, but does the trick. Anyway, the only other thing I really don't like about this bike is the ergonomics. Standing up on it, sitting is really good, but standing up on it, I just feel awkward. I may throw some risers on it. We shall see. But other than that, it's great off-road. For the stuff like I do, going down dirt roads and And the other thing, and this is important too, is, you know, when I'm on the Africa Twin over there and I see like a trail or like a logging road or something that looks shady or not too well maintained, I'm like, if I'm alone, I'm like, I ain't doing that. Last thing I want to do is try to pick up that lug. But you know, this bike here, you know, I see something kind of sketchy, I'm like, oh hell, I'm doing that. And like up by where I live, I found these telephone lines or high tension lines, and there's little roads go alongside them, man. And I would have never done it by myself on the Africa Twin, but man, I took this little sucker down it, you know, and got into some really sketchy, gooey spots, and I didn't care, just went right, motored right through it. And that's one of the good things about this bike. Like this spring, I want to do a couple sections of the Trans America Trail, you know, and then it's hard to get people to do it with you, you know, so I'll end up having to do it myself. And originally I bought the Honda thinking, no, I'm going to do the Trans America Trail or something. And I was like, yeah, not so much by myself. If I had two or three guys with me, I'd do it, but not by myself. But this bike here, I wouldn't hesitate to take it, you know, down any dang place. So anyway, all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. It's a great bike. You can find them out there now. Anywhere from, I don't know, right in the $4,000 or $5,000 range. Normally, you know, you could buy a brand new KLR for almost the same price you could buy this, you know, a used BMW. But like I said, the BMW is a premium bike. For instance, KLR's got the 21-inch wheel, which would have been great on this, but this one has tubeless wheels. You know, the KLR, you're gonna have to take a whole, you know, toolkit with you to change a tire. With these, all you gotta do is plug a hole in them and off you go. And I don't know if you could see it. You know, little premium touches like this. It has the air valve right here instead of trying to hunt for it and to put air in it. It's right out there in the open. You know, like on my Honda, you know, it's trying to get between, you know, the rotors and chains and everything else, trying to get at those air things. Pain in the butt. But needing a good bath, I should do it before I put it up for the winter, which this would be about the fourth time I put it up for the winter, because it'll get cold and snowy, and then a week later it's beautiful out and out it comes again. But anyway, it's a great bike. If you can find one, they're out there. They're a wonderful bike for doing any type of ADV riding. You could travel, like I said, cross country on it. You could take it around the world. It's a bike you're not going to feel intimidated going solo on. So yeah, if you have any questions, please leave them down below. If you got anything out of this video, I know I got a little bit wordy on it, give it a little thumbs up. And anyway, have a great day. Merry Christmas.